northern state of Lambayeque as the nation's prime minister. Mr. Seymour stated his intentions to build an alliance among all parties for a unified Peruvian nation. Mr. Jehood Seymour, we send our congratulations on your appointment as Prime Minister. Best wishes for Peru's bright future as a shining example of prosperity and peace.
Saudi Arabia implements female students' transportation plan. The Ministry of Education has approved a $266 million plan to provide school transportation for 550,000 female students. The program will also create several thousand jobs for young people who will be trained as bus drivers. Allah's blessings and our gratitude, Saudi Arabia, for enacting this benevolent plan. May all students realize their talents and full potential for their highest benefit to themselves and your great nation.
Legendary reggae singer passed away. On Friday, renowned Jamaican reggae singer and songwriter Alton Ellis passed away at the age of 70. Throughout his career of more than 50 years, Mr. Ellis has made invaluable contributions to the world of Jamaican music and was recognized with the nation's Order of Distinction Medal, as well as a place on the International Reggae and World Music Awards Hall of Fame. Our heartfelt sympathies to the family of Mr. Alton Ellis, whose rich legacy will continue to bring happiness to the world. May his soul rest peacefully in heaven's everlasting love.
The Sharjah Prize for Arab Culture honors 2 awardees. The United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, or UNESCO, has recognized Egyptian professor Gaber Asfour and Portuguese author Alberto Alves for this year's Sharjah Prize. The prize is awarded for significant contributions to the development or preservation of Arab culture. Professor Asfour has helped raise awareness about tolerance within cultural diversity as well as advocating for women's rights. Mr. Alves has contributed to a tracing of the historical contributions of Arab culture to Portugal through such projects as a Portuguese dictionary identifying words of Arab origin. Our respectful accolades, Professor Asfour and Mr. Alves, for your well-earned acknowledgement through this prestigious prize. May you both continue as shining ambassadors of intercultural knowledge and understanding.
Save our planet. Climate change may dry Britain's rivers. A study by the country's Environment Agency states that global warming is causing very dry summers where the absence of rain is not being offset by the wetter winters. Ian Barker, head of the Environment Agency's Water Resources Division, said that the consequent reduced river flow would mean an overall shortage in available drinking and irrigation water, as well as a lack of natural water supplies for wildlife. Mr. Barker, Environment Agency and United Kingdom, we appreciate your concerned assessments. With heaven's grace, may our own actions match in urgency to restore the balance of our precious earth.
Effects of ocean acidity explored. Sponsored by the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, or UNESCO, and the Scientific Committee for Oceanic Research. Among others, the world's second symposium on ocean acidification was held at the Oceanographic Museum in the Principality of Monaco. Under the patronage of His Serene Highness Prince Albert II of Monaco, the event brought together 250 scientists from 32 countries to discuss and prioritize future research for marine acidification, which has increased by an alarming 30% since the Industrial Revolution. A respectful tip of our hats, Your Serene Highness, event sponsors and global scientists, for your caring efforts to address the health of our oceans. May our concerted care for both land and seas yield a restored balance of all ecosystems.
Victoria State Government issues 50-year water plan. With Australia's National Science Agency, the Commonwealth Scientific and Industrial Research Organisation, or CSIRO, predicting up to 50% reductions in the levels of Victoria's Murray and Goulburn rivers, the state government has now issued a 50-year water plan. The plan outlines measures to share water supplies and ensure its efficient use among agriculture, towns, industry and the environment, as well as maintaining water reserves so that even in dry years, irrigation can continue. Our green salute, Victoria, for your initiatives to ensure sufficient water for all. We pray also for the consideration of the water-conserving plant-based diet as a most effective way to preserve our precious resources.
European Commission aids small farmers worldwide. A donation of 67.5 million euros is being provided to the Consultative Group on International Agricultural Research, or CGIAR, an organization that helps bring the latest in agricultural technology to small, low-income farmers. The monies will help develop sustainable resource management programs, as well as technological innovations to alleviate the current global food crisis. Distributed through the United Nations International Fund for Agricultural Development, or IFAD, to benefit the some 450 million small rural farmers who employ 2 billion people around the world. Contributions for this program now total 112.5 million euros. Heaven's blessings and our appreciation, European Commission and the United Nations International Fund for Agricultural Development, for your kind generosity in supporting small farmers and the people of the world who depend on them. May this program and farmers everywhere be graced with bountiful harvests.
The Arctic Ocean on thin ice. Researchers at the U.S. National Snow and Ice Data Center report that the total volume of Arctic ice appears to have reached its lowest recorded level on record, making it more vulnerable to melting than ever before and increasing the likeliness of an ice-free Arctic at the end of the summer in the next few years. U.S. climatologist Dr. Jay Swaley of NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center says that the current trend is not favorable for the longevity of the new ice. He explained, the reason volume is so important is new ice can't get thick enough in the winter to survive next summer's melting. It takes 7 to 8 years for sea ice to reach its equilibrium thickness of around 4 to 5 meters. Dr. Jay Swaley and U.S. National Snow and Ice Data Center, we thank you for alerting us to the precarious condition of our planet. We pray for a rapid return for all to live in harmonious balance with life.
The Sumatran muntjac, a deer thought to be extinct and last seen over 75 years ago, was recently sighted at an Indonesian national park.
France's President Nicolas Sarkozy announces $547 million in national funding for the development of low-emission cars, as well as proposing aid from the European Union to all member states for producing eco-friendly vehicles.
Hi, I'm Comfy the koala.
And I'm Cuddly. Mum and I are both vegetarian.
We would like to share a plant-based diet tip with you. Can you name the vegetable we're going to talk about, Cuddly?
Yes, Mum. It's edamame.
Very good. Edamame is a young soybean that is rich in many nutrients.
It's high in fiber and protein.
Edamame is also a good source of iron and folate.
What a great food. How do we prepare them, Mum?
You just boil them until they're still slightly firm, rinse them to cool them down, and then sprinkle a little sea salt on them for flavor. Take them out of the pod, and they're ready to enjoy. You can even add them to soups, casseroles, and salads.
Yummy! Will you please make me some, Mummy?
Sure. They're more popular nowadays and can be found at many grocery stores or health food stores.
That's great! Thank you for tuning in, viewers.
And thank you for being veg, going green, and saving the planet.
Now it's time for the worldwide weather.